Alright, good day parents, guidance, group proprietors and teachers. This is our Kids Can Learn CAD program. For the past few days now you have been seeing our posts in our social media handle about this particular program, where we are talking about this new program for kids, right? Kid Can Learn CAD. Okay, so we try to view this particular document and see what your kid is going to learn at the end of this program, so that it's not just you register your kid and you don't have exactly the idea of what your kid is going to learn. Okay, so the course of this program, we have three different training that we are having, and as you say, the training is going to be either weekend, holiday training, or home class, where you can contact and our instructor will come to your house and train your children or your child on any of these software or skills. Now we have 3D modeling, where we'll be using SketchUp. At the course of this, they'll be learning things has to do with 3D model, right? They'll be learning different modeling. Okay, they'll be learning a lot of models like this, right? For the SketchUp, they'll be learning models like this. Okay, they can model things like this, as you can see. These are work of SketchUp. Now imagine your kid having this experience from as young as from 10 years, because if our program is for 10 years and above. Okay, so now, as we said, let's just continue. We have SketchUp, we have general drawing, which is you're going to use AutoCAD, and then we're going to still teach your child how to use how to make map, right, using a system. A lot of kids like drawing map and all that. Okay, so now this time around we'll be showing them how to use computer, which is a particular software, QGIS, yes, which is going to is an open source software that we are going to use in this training. Okay, alright, so this is overview of what your kid is going to learn. This is a SketchUp. This is what you learn at the end of the program. At least your kid has to learn how to model something like this, and then your kid can also learn how to draw something like this, using AutoCAD, and as well making a map like this, right, using QGIS. Okay, this is about the program. This training program is set up to inspire young kids to acquire technical skills in information technology and provide an environment where they can exploit their creativities in designs, right? We are a passionate team of technologists and educators who believe that awesome technology education should be available for kids at their early stage of education, right? If at the age of 10 or from 10 years above, and then discover that your kid, maybe from secondary school, from JS1, JS2, they have this knowledge, right? They know how to model certain things, they know how to do some drawings. You agree with me that most of the professionals you have, especially our seniors in the field of professions, they are most of them, they don't have time to do all these drawings, they don't have time to do models. So what they do, they look for young people. If they get a certain contract, they look for young people who knows these skills, who know this, and they give them job. So as at that early age that your kid have those particular knowledge, they get connected with professionals that can mentor them in their field, because they know their capability, because they have so skills already. You understand? So it's a very, very a high advantage to them. So I pray that you understand this our program, and then be able to actually give your child this opportunity to learn this. You understand, at the early age, because one of the advantage of involving them with this at this tender age is because their brain is very, very sharp now. They can easily grab anything. You understand? Okay, at this particular age they are, and learning skills is actually very easy for them. Now, one of the requirements is that okay, as we said, we offer weekend class, holiday class, and home classes for kids from the age of 10. So from age of 10 and above, right? The reason why we put it at the age of 10 is because at least let the child know how to hold a mouse, right? You can be able to control your mouse and then know how to read and write. Okay, so that is why it is starting from the age of 10. Okay, but if your kid, you have a tender one and you still want him to join, as far as he knows that the kid know how to read and write, and then he has know how to hold a mouse, he can also bring or contact us for the training. And also, if your kid is above 10 and then discover that it doesn't have any computer knowledge at all, we have an affiliated computer schools or a particular affiliated computer program where you put your kid there, and you have a 1 week training with them where they'll strictly teach your child how to, overview of computer generally, and teach them how to hold a mouse. So we have that available for your kid as well. And then the requirement is that every kid needs a computer. Yeah, you need a computer system during and after this training program, because we're actually dealing with practical training here, right? We are dealing with practical training, so your child must have a system, either laptop or desktop, right, at the course of this training. And then possibly even after the program, so that they'll be practicing what they have learned, because if they don't have a system, they'll easily forget this, right? So that's one thing about computer. So they need a system, which is one of the requirements for this particular training. Okay, so these are the training program that we are going to do. We have the SketchUp, and then we have available for on-site and online, right, where you can learn online, and then you can come to any of our training center. We have our training center available at 12A Lucky Boye Plaza, Kashiaru, Sabuntasha. Yes, we have one of our training that is Kaduna State, and then we have another one in Angwarimi, D&D Plaza, after Akwaf Plaza, along Shehu Lamino Road by Diku Junction, Angwarimi, Kaduna State. So if you are within Kaduna, and then you want your child to do the on-site training, you can bring your child to our training center, and you experience the one-on-one training with our instructor. And if you are not within Kaduna State and you are interested in the program, we can organize an online training for your child, where you have a one-on-one training with our instructors online. We send a video to them, they watch it, and we have an online training section with them as well. The duration for this class is 10 class. So we are going to meet with your child 10 times, right? We are going to have a class 10 times, 2 hours per class. Yes, 2 hours, strictly practical training. So before you know, the 2 hours is gone. So because it's basically practical training, and your child will have, based on the fact that he has a system with him or her, he can be able to do more practice, do our assignment, and before you finish the course, right? So the same thing, we have AutoCAD, which will show the kind of drawings that we'll do with AutoCAD. They have available for on-site and online training, and the cost is 20,000, right? And then we have the QGIS, which is for map making, okay, where they'll learn how to make a map, they'll learn how to do GIS, some of the simple GIS functions, so that maybe your child want to study anything related to environmental course, he has already imparted himself with the knowledge of GIS already. And then the AutoCAD, if your child studying anything has to do with environment engineering, any technical course, he has imparted himself with technical knowledge as well. And then the SketchUp, it also has to do with environmental engineering courses also, all right, and technical training. And then normally, even if your child will not even study any of those things, but they will learn those skills, because as I said, even the carpenters, mechanics, iron bender, all those, you can use this particular software to model their job, right? Okay, so these are some of the images showing what the kids are to learn and model using this particular SketchUp. So at the end of this training, you are 100% sure, by the grace of God, that your kid is going to learn how to model things like this. You can see this is door, this is a wall attached with a door, and this is a wall as well with open roof, and then this is a wall with a roof. You can see a building there. Your son can model things, your child can model things like this, and your kid can model things. This is related to mechanical and the machine, right? The same thing with has to do with machines, engines, and all that, right? And then maybe dining table, a set of dining arrangement, right? Set of dining and a reading You understand? So we model furniture job, furniture interior and both exterior. You can model table like this, chairs and table, and all those chairs. So these are some of the things that your child will be learning for this SketchUp training, right? Then for AutoCAD, your child will be learning things like this, right? So you see, your child will have knowledge of all these things. For the age of that tender, he has already got to know how to do a technical drawing using a system. Okay, so these are the things that your child is going to learn using AutoCAD. So your child will be able to use AutoCAD and draw all these things at the end of this training. And at the same time, for map making, which is QGIS, your child will be able to make a map, like make a Nigeria map, make Africa map, make a world map, you know, make your local government map, your state map, you know. So, and then possibly run some simple GIS query and all that. Okay, the curriculum is not so broad for kids because we don't want to actually disturb them more. We just want the training to be fun to them. So it's actually graphics representations that we are going to show them, and then let them know some of these few terms, right? So as they continue growing up and they are doing more projects, because they'll be joining our CAD kid platform, where we'll be sending them an update of what they'll be doing. Maybe if they learn for this particular week holiday, the next holiday they will still be updated, because we'll be sending different updates drawing to the group, where they'll keep on, you know, practicing and doing assignment. Okay, so this is the package we have for the kids and for your kid. So if you are a parents, you are a guardians, you are a proprietor in a particular school, you want us to come and train your student, you can contact us as well. If you want us to come, our instructor to come to your house and train your child, you can also contact us. And then if you want an online training, you can also do that. So please and please, I want you to use this opportunity and give your child this privilege. Definitely, is the point there is that your child need it, right? Your child really need this, but the only thing is the availability, making it possible for them to access this knowledge at the tender age, right? So this is what we have from CAD Social Technology for your kids, right? In CAD Social Technology, we believe that every kid can learn these particular skills, and it will help them a lot, because this particular idea come out of, you know, the need based on the experience he has, that okay, assuming based on we study courses related to these things, if you have this particular experience, we could have gone far, you understand? So this is the reason for this particular program. So please make it possible for your kid, give your child this opportunity to learn what other kids are learning. Yes, and let him or her join our next class as soon as possible. Yes, because we have a limited class for every section, because we don't pick too much kids. You know, controlling kids is not actually easy, but we not pick much, so we have section by section. So you can make your registration, and then your kid will join our next training section immediately. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening to us, and we look forward to hear from you and see your kid in our training center. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.